Hey guys, thanks for coming through and checking us out right here on Franky and Row, where we are ready to get out in the community to do our thing and have a lot of fun with me and the family. Now check this out. This episode is going to be centered around the creative arts. That's right. There's a dance studio that's kicking back doing their thing in the Tower District today, and I'm going down to check out their practice. Now, the owner of the studio is a lady by the name of Miss K. Now, Katrina has been doing dance for quite some time, not only here in the community, but around the country. And she's been working with some inner city girls to teach them the art of dance. Now, I know you might not believe it, but dancing is not just about what you see in music videos and things like that. It's actually an art, and there are different styles to creative dancing. And that's where Miss K steps in to educate and show our young girls a thing or two in the creative world. But right now I'm heading to her studio, and I run into a brother that's actually doing a little work. So man, this is my first time coming in here. What is this place?
This is the Fresno Soap Co. We are a nonprofit arts program. We basically are trying to put art back in the hands of the artist.
Wow. So I mean, like, when people come in, what can they expect?
Right now, we are pretty booked on shows, so almost every weekend we have something going down. We will have a full drink bar.
Oh, wow.
You know, not alcoholic, but we're gonna have a bar set up. We will serve wine though for certain occasions. So if your show needs, you know. We also have a dance studio and rehearsal space available. Yeah, it's a 50-seat black box theater. Like it's pretty nice.
Now, I mean, for example, I know you got a rehearsal going on in here and whatnot. What's going on with the play and what they're rehearsing today? Do you know about that?
Know nothing about that. No.
So when people come here, do they just like rent it out? How does it work?
We basically have it set up. You could either call, you can come in, you can talk to my partner RS. You can book the space. The space will be like usually the weekends are a little bit tighter, but during the week we are available. You're also able to go online, send us emails and things like that. And then we also we have a full service rehearsal space as well, with its own sink and bathroom and things like that. So.
Okay. All right. Now, one thing you'll notice about me is I love to talk to people. I mean, the wife says I make friends all over, and that's just my nature. I see somebody or something, and it strikes me as interesting. Well, when it does strike me as interesting, I'm all in. I like to ask questions. And the Fresno Soap Company, I mean, what kind of random name could you think of more than a soap company? And when I started talking to him, I really got interested. But now I'm getting ready to head in for some dance in the studio.
Each other, relate to each other in some kind of way.
It will be ours, it will be ours. Oh,
Relate to her.
when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, Lord,
Togetherness.
Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon. Formed against, yes, glorious destiny. Everyday linen and
Hey,
men become.
Malik, listen to me.
You gotta bring it into each other and then follow her rhythm. Pick it up. Ba da 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 ba da 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 ba. You know what I'm saying? You have to flow with each other. Technique I can fix. I'm not looking for that. I can fix that. Okay?
Okay, so we're having fun hanging out in the studio. I mean, I'm getting my artistic swag on, if that's even a thing. But yo, these girls are definitely talented, and I got a chance to sit down and ask them a few questions like, why are they excited about the show?
I'm excited because it's something new, something that'll challenge me. I just love reaching out to the people.
I like the different pieces because everything isn't the same, and that's what makes it difficult.
Yeah, I also like the pieces because they're all different and they all require different parts of our bodies to be moved, so it's really cool.
Now, your boy Franky, you know, I come from the west side, 2400 Lotus Block, Fresno, Cali. You know. So the only dance that I know about is the girls in the rap videos. So I asked them, you know, what made them want to dance like this versus being, you know, in the latest Beyonce video, Nicki Minaj, you know. What's up, girls?
Honestly, I didn't really like know like the different types of dance. I didn't even know music video dance was a type of dance, honestly. But I don't know, this really just attracted me, and it's like you can be different people and not be like, I don't know, like bipolar, I guess. But it's a lot of fun.
When I was little, I just knew like there was hip hop and there was praise dance. But then Miss K opened up the bungalow, and that's not it. There's a whole lot of different types.
Well, I first took like a class of ballet when I was like 3, and that's all I really knew, ballet, hip hop. And then I came here and it's like African and modern and like all these other types of dance. So it's cool.
Okay, I'm still not sold on it just yet. I gotta dig a little bit deeper. Because one thing I can say in the Franklin household is I constantly have to delete on the DVR those dancing girls that be down south doing the Majorette dancing. I don't know what the show is called, but they're always in there doing cheer. You got the cheer moms in the hallway, yakking, and it is super annoying to say the least. So I asked them about that dance style and what they thought.
Okay, so the dancing dolls is more like, I guess it's a type of hip hop, but with this, it's more versatile, so it teaches you more, and it's like more discipline. And growing up, you see that you really need a lot of discipline in the world, so why do one type of dance when you can do many?
I think that the dancing dolls, they focus on Majorette, and there's a lot more to dance than Majorette. That's just their like style, but that's all they do. But we do whole different types of dancing.
With us, we kind of focus on technique also, and like different types of stretches to get that technique. So that's how it's different from the dolls, where they're just like hip hop mainly.
So no fighting moms in the hallways or anything like that? No.
I mean, that's the reality of it, you know, but no.
Now, getting ready for the play takes a lot of work. I mean, not only do you have to memorize your lines as an actor, but you also have to go through all of the staging and being on set to practice with, of course, everybody else on the rest of the cast. But first things first, you got to sit there and go through your lines to make sure the director is even feeling you. And Miss K was ready to school this young brother right here.
Hey, I'm Teddy. Well, that's what I let her call me. But most call me Dr. Wade. We met in college. I was in the library when I first walked in, and she had a way of making sure that everyone noticed her. I was in my last year receiving my doctorate in psychology, so I always stayed focused into myself. But when she walked in, I could not resist. "You have something on your face," I said. She immediately went into a panic. I knew she was really insecure, so I found something to throw her off. "Oh my God, really?" she said. I love mind games. I helped her remove it, and we began to talk, and she took my number. It was about a year later when she called me. We were both really busy. I worked in my field, she in hers. So our favorite thing to do together was to relax.
That was so much better.
Okay.
Now, all you have to do is to start building on that.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. That was so much better.
So, like you saw there, he was going through his lines, doing his thing. You know, he was supposed to be a doctor, have a little swag in his voice, but now it was time to sit behind the scenes with the master in her booth. Check this out.
Okay, this girl is stuck up. She is for sure about herself, but some kind of way you're the one that's able to break her down. You're the one that's able to make her vulnerable. She plays games with everybody, but she ran into the wrong one. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She finally ran into the wrong guy. So in the dance, at the end of the script, when y'all go into your when it goes into the dance, that's where it's really going to show the power struggle. It's really going to show the power struggle between you two. You're going to be very passive aggressive, like she's going to be trying to play games with you, but it's really going to be you're going to be like even grabbing in her hair. You're going to be pulling her back, and she's like going to laugh and giggle it off and like tease you, or you're going to pull her back. And you're going to pull her back, and it's a cat and mouse game between you and her. At all times. At all times. Even when she says, "Teddy, let's go to bed," she acts like she's in control, but she's really not. You have it. You're the one that's in control. Is there anything when you went through the script where you had a question for me?
Oh, Stacy? Like, what's...
Okay, Stacy, she's in before you.
Okay.
She actually touches more on you than you touch on her. All you have to do is mention her name. They're gonna be like, oh my God, that's him. You don't have anything to worry about. Stacy is the girl who got involved with the guy, and y'all two ended up dating, but that's how the red stripe is transmitted, because she got it from someone else. You got it from her, and now you're passing it on to Flower, which we know that the red stripe represents HIV. Okay, and so that's why you have to mention her name, because they have to know where you got it from, and you got it from Stacy. Because originally Flower got the red stripe from someone else, and then she gave it to you. But I cut that because, like I said, I can't play games with the script. I don't play games. As you see, we're serious. We don't. Once we're in here, we're it's on. It's on. So, any other questions at all?
Okay. So when I got the script, this was a lot more. Like the original was a lot more.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's going to happen with Ricky and them?
That's what I want. This is what I want. You worry about your part. You don't worry about anybody else's part. You worry about yours.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I should build a relationship with any of them.
You build a relationship when you meet Chanel.
Okay.
That's who you build a relationship with, is her. Because y'all two are the ones, especially in the dance, it's so intimate and y'all have to get so close and it's so intense. You're gonna have to make sure that you're comfortable with her when y'all meet. What is it, tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 1.
Yeah. When y'all meet tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's very, very intense. And so, like today, I have DeAndre and Amanda, and they have the same type of intensity. And they, we're gonna do some exercises and things like that, so you two can get incorporate with each other. Because it's really intense. It's really adult. Okay. And you have to find that dark place in yourself. You gotta find it, and that's what makes a good actor. Even though you're a great guy and you're awesome, and I can tell you have really good positive energy, you're gonna have to find that darkness. You're gonna have to portray Teddy/Dr. Wade. He's not a good guy. Okay, he's not a good guy at all.
Well, I finally got a chance to get Miss K to sit down. When you're doing a show like this, getting a woman like that to sit still for a moment is a challenge. But hey, when she sat down, of course I wanted to ask her, hey lady, what's going on here at your studio?
Well, we have a lot going on at Miss K's Dance Bungalow. This is our theater session actually for our 4th season. And we have 2 shows in February. We have Love Cost, which is showing on February 14th, 2015. I'm so excited. It's my new musical. I wrote To and Fro last year. It was amazing. That was our Black History musical. That's also going to be coming back February 27th through March 1st. Love Cost, I decided to write that because I was talking to a few ladies. We kind of had like a woman's night, like a little sail-out meeting. And women, men, we just go through so much with love, and it's always like a price to pay, it seems like. And so I was like, how much does your love cost, And it was just kind of like a question, and it just kind of hit. And then from that, listening to other people's stories and things like that, I decided to write a play called Love Cost. It's actually HIV awareness. Though there's 5 love stories, and they're all connected in one way, and you'll watch the connection happen, and the connection will leave you on the edge of your seats. The thing I love about MKDV plays, they call them dancicles because I am a choreographer, is the choreography that is in it. The choreography, there's dancing, singing, and acting, but the choreography really, really, really tells the story versus other Broadway musicals or plays where the songs tell the stories. So it's gonna be amazing. 18 and older only, because the content is very adult. For Love Cost the play, it's only for a ticket. It's right here, Fresno SoCo, where we're recording today. And just look us up, our Facebook page, and so you can grab tickets and come and watch, and then ask yourself at the end of it, how much does your love cost? Or what have you paid? What price have you paid for love?
Now, as you can see, I'm in. I gotta relax. We're chit-chatting, we're talking. And my next question was around, of course, the dance troupe, as far as the kids, the competition, those that were getting involved in the play, what was going on there. I had to find out what was cracking.
Well, in regards to my competition kids, they're not in Love Cost. They're preparing for comp. I worked for a prominent large studio here in Fresno when I first moved here from Arkansas. I was the only African-American teacher. I would say maybe 2% African-American students in the studio. I worked there for 2 years, and I was exposed to so many different dance opportunities and dance competitions. And I'm like, why don't we know about this? How come we only know about a certain genre of dance? And so working there, I really was educated. I kept trying to bring African American girls in, but every time they came into that dance environment, they felt ostracized. Dance is hardcore. It's based off class, it's based off body image, and it is based off race. So I quit. I quit on a Tuesday, and then I started the bungalow the next Tuesday. And I said, we're gonna go to the same competition and compete against the studio that I work for. I just felt like we should be in that realm too. I just felt like, why should we be separated? Why is it only music videos for us? Those are not the only opportunities out there. It's just that that's all that we're exposed to, and those are the only people who are catering to us. So that's why I chose that path, because I wanted everybody to know that there's more out there. It's not just the dancing dolls. You know, I'm from the South, so I kind of understand them a little more than what other people do. I know people just see gyrating, but I see African dance and jazz, but it's still not the what I teach here. I mean, they can learn it, but if you live in the South, you will understand that they're majorettes, and that's how they perform at the Grambling games. That's how they perform at the HBCUs. That's just what the lineage is there. But I want my girls to learn jazz, ballet, tap, and hip hop, and African. We just did Bollywood at the Sacramento Kings game, playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. I want them exposed to everything, all, so that when they go out there and audition, they won't feel like they're ostracized. They will know what it is and understand, and that's why I chose that path.
Now, as you can see here, it takes a lot to work with you. I don't know if you've ever done it or know anybody who has done it, but taking time out to work with our future adults. You know, I mean, these are people that are going through high school, middle school, and they're trying to find their way. And people like us who are adults can help them to grow and guide them. Now, the one thing I did want to ask Miss K was, what do you hope your girls, and of course the boys that come through your dance school, what do you want them to get out of all this?
Self-worth, especially in African-American girls. I feel that our esteem is we don't value ourselves enough. I want them to know that it doesn't matter their class, weight, or size, image, age. I want them to know that if they have a dream, that they can do it, and that they can follow it. I want them to gain confidence in themselves, that they can accomplish anything possible no matter what anyone says. If I listened to people, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I want them to have that same drive that I do, that they can just take on anything. If they want to be a doctor, they just have to know that it takes desire, discipline, and dedication, just for them to go for it no matter what. That's what I want them to take from here.
Well, it is time to wrap this thing up. Like you saw there, I had an amazing time with Miss K, and I do want to send a shout out to her for allowing us to come down to the dance studio. And being creative and expressing yourself is something that not only should young people do, but we should all do. Enjoy the arts, enjoy creativity. That's what this is all about. Living life, loving life, and making the best of it. But as for me right now, I gotta go. But as always, stay strong, keep the faith, and be encouraged. I'll see you guys next week.